So today's class we're going to do a little bit of gentle stretching, getting through into the neck and the shoulders and the upper back, but we'll start as always with a bit of breath awareness. So just find a really comfortable seat, whether that be on a bolster or whether you'd rather sit cross-legged or on your knees or on a chair. Gently close your eyes and then either place your hands in your lap or on your thighs or your knees, whatever is most comfortable. And then just take your focus to your breath. Just noticing how your breath is today. Noticing whether you're breathing through your nose or your mouth, or maybe a mixture of the two. Noticing the depth of the breath, the length of the breath. Notice where the breath moves you. Not trying to change things in any way. Just taking a moment to be aware of your unique breath and the pattern it makes as it flows in and out of the body. And then sense the length of your spine as you sit here, grounding down through your sit bones on whatever is beneath you. And then just notice the spine lifting up tall, honouring the natural curves and balancing the spine, the head on top of the spine. Relax the shoulders down the back and start to deepen the breath. Now we've made that extra space of sitting up tall and relaxing the shoulders. See if you can breathe more deeply into the chest. Take the breath down deeper into the body to expand the belly. And then completely relax and release as you breathe that air back out again. Inhaling slowly and deeply. And exhaling just as slowly and evenly. And then gently flutter the eyes open. And we'll start with some block breath. So as we inhale, we'll stretch the arms up in front of us for the count of 4. We'll hold the breath in at the top for the count of 4. We'll exhale out to the sides for the count of 4, and then hold the breath hold the breath out for the count of 4. So exhale out any breath you have in the body. Then in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. In, hold, out, hold, 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 in, hold, out, hold. Last one, in, hold, out, hold. And just let the breath come back to normal, and we'll just do a few stretches. So bringing the hands towards the front of the knees, we'll move through some cat-cows, just seated cat-cows. So as you inhale, we really stretch the chest forwards, squeeze the shoulder blades behind you, and take the chin up towards the ceiling. Then as you exhale, really curve through the spine, round the shoulders forward and drop the head. So inhale as you come forward, stretching the chest, squeezing the shoulder blades, raising the chin. Exhale as you go back, really curve through the spine, round the shoulders, drop the head. Inhale as you come forwards, really squeeze those shoulder blades behind you, open the chest, raise the chin. Exhale, curve through the spine, round through the shoulders, drop the head. Inhale to really come forwards. And then exhale to roll back in the other direction. Getting the whole spine involved in the movement. Inhaling forwards. And exhaling back. Really round those shoulders, round the back, tuck the tailbone under, pull the tummy muscles in. Inhale, come forward, stretch the chest, stretch the belly, squeeze the shoulder blades, raise the chin. Exhale, take it back, drop the chin, round through the shoulders, round through the back, tuck the tailbone under, pull the tummy muscles in. Inhale to come forwards. And then exhale to go back. Making the breath long and even, matching the breath to the movement. Inhaling forwards. And exhaling back. Inhaling forwards. And exhaling back. Just a couple more like this. Inhaling forward, stretching the chest, squeezing the shoulders. Exhaling to really round and pull the tummy muscles in. Last one, inhaling forwards. And exhaling back. And just come back to a neutral spine. Then we'll work into the side body. So for this one, we're going to hold the pose to start with. So take your left hand down by your left hip to really stretch up through the side body. Really ground down through the right sit bone. And then if you feel able, stretch the arm over the top of the head. You can really reach the fingertips away here, or you can drop the hand down, whichever feels more comfortable. We want to try and keep the armpit open to the ceiling, so do what serves you best. Or equally, if you don't have room, because my wall's a bit close this side, then bending the elbow will give you just as much as straightening the arm. If you feel like you want to go deeper and you can keep your sit bones grounded, you can always bend the supporting arm as well. But try and keep the torso as though it was squeezed between two pieces of glass, and keep that armpit open towards the ceiling. And then as you breathe in this position, really send the breath into your ribs. So we're really expanding all of the intercostal muscles, each of the muscles in between the ribs. And then exhale, just try and find some comfort in the pose. So inhaling into those ribs, and then exhaling, finding some comfort. Inhaling into the ribs, and then exhaling, finding comfort. And take a nice big inhale. On the exhale, pull the tummy muscles in and come up through centre. And we'll move over to the other side. So taking the right hand down by the right hip and bringing the left arm up and over. Really ground down through the sit bones, particularly the left sit bone. Find your comfort in the pose. Taking that bend in the bottom arm if you need to. Option to really stretch the fingers away, that even increases the stretch, or reach the fingers down with a bent arm, whichever suits your anatomy best. And then concentrate that breath again, so it's coming into the ribs on the left side on this side. And again, take 3 deep breaths, really opening up into all of those intercostal muscles, all the muscles between the ribs. Then take another nice big inhale here. And on an exhale, pull the tummy muscles in and float yourself back to the centre. And then we'll move from side to side. So take a nice big inhale at centre. And then exhale, float over towards the left. Inhale back through centre. And then exhale, float over towards the right. Inhale through centre. Exhale over. Inhale through centre. And exhale over. Inhale through centre. Exhale over. Inhale through centre. Exhale over. Really slow, mindful movement. Inhaling through centre. Exhaling over. Stretching out the side body. Inhaling through centre. Stretching over. Inhaling through centre. Stretching over. Inhaling through centre. And stretching over. One more each side. Inhale through centre. Exhale over. Inhale through centre. Exhale over. then come back up to center. And then the next one is going to be a twist. So we'll start with holding a twist and then we'll move with the breath as well. So start by inhaling the arms up above the head. As you exhale, bring your right arm forward, holding it over the left knee, and take the other arm behind you. You can wrap it around your back if that's comfortable. And then sitting up nice and tall, because we want the twist to be directly around the spine, look around over your left shoulder. And just have a few breaths here. Really grounding down through the sit bones, not letting a sit bone come up, really grounding down. Keeping the head up nice and tall so the spine is nice and long. And literally twisting around its axis. Few breaths here. Really relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Take one more breath, and on the exhale, see if you can twist a little further. Then release that off, come back to center. And then we'll move to the other side. So inhaling the arms up above the head. And then exhale, twist the other way with the left hand coming onto the right knee. You can wrap the back hand around your back if that's comfortable, or just drop it to the back of your seat. Sitting up nice and tall, really grounding down through those sit bones, and twist around to look over your right shoulder. Relax the shoulders down the back. And then take one more big inhale here. And on the exhale, see if you can twist a little further. And then release it and come back to center. Then we'll bring the arms straight up in front of us, one forearm on top of the other, hands to elbows. Really ground down through the sit bones, so the pelvis is not going to move at all. All the twist is going to come from the back, and the arms are going to stay in exactly this position. So we're not moving the arms from side to side, the arms stay directly in front of us. Take a nice big inhale, and on an exhale, use your spine to twist around towards the left, keeping that shape, only going as far as you can. Then inhale back through center and exhale the other way. Inhale through center, exhale twist. 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 Keep it moving, inhaling through center, exhaling to twist. Inhaling through center, exhaling twist. Inhale back through center, exhale 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 twist. Going back to center, release the arms. Then we'll take a few circles through the shoulders. exactly what you needed. So really squeezing them up to your ears and then dragging the shoulder blades down the back. And then squeezing the shoulder blades behind you and rolling the shoulders forwards. Good stuff. Okay, then releasing the shoulders down, hopefully feeling a little bit more released. And then take your left ear towards your left shoulder and just hang out there for a moment. Just letting the muscles become accustomed to your head being in that shape and the change of weight pulling on your neck. And then if it feels good, maybe stretch your right arm away, really stretching the fingertips away from you, increasing that stretch. Having a few breaths there, allowing the body to settle in this position. Allowing the stretch to get not just into the muscles, but also the connective tissue and the tendons that surround the area. And then either stay here, or if you want to bring the hand over the top of your head, your left arm over the top, and add even further to the stretch, then feel free to do that too. And have a few breaths there like that. Our head's really heavy and we have to carry it around all day, so it's really important to give the neck some love. And release the hands back into the lap, keeping the head where it is to start with. Just drop the chin towards your chest, just to feel the stretch move slightly more into the back of the neck. Have a couple of breaths there. And keeping the head in the same position, lift the chin to stretch down the front of the neck. And have a few breaths there. And then drop the head all the way around to the front, rolling it to center, and then lift the head back up. And just notice how the right side of your neck feels different than the left side of your neck. So we need to even things out. So then take your right ear towards your right shoulder. And again, have a few moments just to take a few breaths there. Let the muscles become accustomed to this new position. And then stretch the fingertips of the left hand away, increasing that stretch over the shoulder. And have a few breaths there, allowing the body to settle. And if you want to bring the right arm up and over to add even further to the stretch, bring the right hand over the top of the head. Just focusing on the breath as you sit here. letting the muscles and all the connective tissue and the tendons relax into this stretch. Then release the top hand back into the lap, release the bottom hand back into the lap, keeping the head where it is for a moment, and then drop the chin down towards the chest so that we move the stretch more towards the back of the neck. And then once you've had a few breaths there, keep the head in the same position and simply lift the chin until you feel the stretch move more into the front of the neck. And have a few breaths there. And drop the chin back down to the chest and roll the head to centre. Maybe roll the head very gently and slowly and mindfully from one side around to the other side. From one side around to the other side. One side around to the other side. And then bring the head back to centre and do a last little stretch of your chin going straight up towards the ceiling until you feel it stretched on the front of your throat. Just have a few breaths there. And bringing the head up through centre, drop the chin to the chest, interlace the fingers and cup the back of the skull. And then press your head up into your hands as you resist that movement with your hands. Just stretch down the back of the neck, really relaxing the shoulders down. Keeping the chin as close to your throat as you can manage. And release the hands, lift the head back up to neutral, and then just let your hands come down into your lap. Maybe move your shoulders wherever you need to move, or maybe your back, maybe you want to wiggle from side to side. Just get out any bits of wiggling that you want to do, and then find your comfortable seat again. Let the spine sit up nice and tall. Hands can lay in your lap or palms on your thighs, and gently close your eyes. And then just go back to noticing the breath. Noticing the character of your unique breath. The pattern it makes as it flows in and out of your body. Notice where the breath moves your body. Your collarbones, your ribs, your chest, your belly. Notice the depth and the breadth of the breath. And as you sit here and watch your breath, just notice whether anything has changed since the start of class. Simply making a note. Notice if the breath changes the longer you watch it. Maybe it gets deeper. Maybe it gets more expansive. And then wherever you may have wandered off to, or even if you haven't wandered off at all, bring the focus back to you sitting in your comfy seat. And gently move the body in whatever way it wants to move. If it wants to stretch or maybe roll through the shoulders, move wherever it wants to move. And then when you're ready, gradually flutter your eyes open. And your practice for this lunchtime is done. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you on your mats again soon.